it's not like the team you're going to roll out will be identical every week.
Yeah.
They can coach and train this up.
Just get a little bit in the weeds for 1 second. So Ryland is the kicker for the Cardinals. Was he told to sort of squib it because it has to land in that zone? Did the Coach Cannon, did he answer the question as to whether it was a missed kick or he did? What did the coach for the Cardinals say?
He said, when responding to it, he said, I think Chad was just a little too worried about not kicking it out of bounds. So Chad took a little off that, and all those kicks are weird now. They're all kind of kicking that sort of like in between half, like sort of squibby kick that lands right in between about the 20 and the 10. And then the returner has to catch it on the bounce, which is difficult, and then return it after a slight delay because it's sort of an awkward kick. And I think Ryland was a little bit just concerned because he doesn't, if you kick it out of bounds there, oh my gosh.
Seattle saves this victory. 23-20 over the Arizona Cardinals.
There we go. And the good news is we get a chance to take on the Jaguars, right? Anything you can say to any Mariners fan out there that needs a little bit word of advice, a little wisdom?
In one word. I don't know. Just maybe just relax. Like,
ooh, okay.
If you're sitting there at the stadium and there's a fly ball, it's probably not going to be a home run. So behave accordingly, because that's the most annoying thing in the world when it's like, oh, he's going to hit. And then the ball goes like it's like a pop out the second, but everybody freaks out off the bat. Like, come on, show a little bit of like, chops here. You look like an amateur.
So watch the game like you've been there before, is what you're saying.
Yeah, just be, like you're just water, like you're the genius kid that sits in the back of the class who sort of leans back. He's got like his hoodie on, maybe even an AirPod in. And even though it doesn't look like he's listening, he's getting all of it, and he gets a 99 on the test. Don't be the kid in the front row bouncing your knee like, oh, gosh, what's going to happen here? It's the third inning, and it's a 2-1 count. Just relax. And, act like...
And we know how. It is. Listen, this, again, sports unites. You don't need to go over and overturn an initiative ballot, signature area. By the way, when's local news?
Sports. On I-5 southbound, just a little before westbound 18, we have a collision. It's a car fire, and it's taking up 2 left lanes. If you're heading into Seattle from Everett, it will take you an extra 13 minutes. It's an hour and 16-minute drive. US 2 struggling through Monroe all the way to Sultan. An hour and 2 minutes into Seattle from Tacoma with your biggest delay from 512 to 18, and then Boeing Field on into downtown. 167, no fun at all, southbound from Renton all the way to 516. A tiny little break, lanes blocked. Renton to Bellevue right now, a 16-minute drive. Roadwork scheduled for this weekend in Renton on 405 has been postponed. Download the Seattle Sports app and stay in the know with the latest news, scores, and opinions about your favorite teams. I'm Lori, KIRO Real-Time Traffic.
Longevity Medical Clinic for 25 years. For 25 years, they have been using the latest science to extend your life. And if you go online, maybe you're Instagram or Facebook or something, you're seeing these sort of brand new places. Oh, we'll do this and do that and do this. Why would you go to some new joint with some, 35-year-old doctor or something that suddenly discovered the science when Longevity Medical Clinic has been the pioneer? They've been doing it for 25 years. Thousands and thousands of people have been going there and having their life 25 years. Thousands and thousands of people have been going there and having their life extended because the doctors are committed to using the latest science and to get in there and be proactive to see the early indications of something like heart disease, diabetes, or cancer, or just generally the things that sort of slow us down and make you feel old. The good doctors at Longevity Medical Clinic have been there at the beginning, and they continue to lead the way with the latest science. So if you're interested in longevity, you want to learn more about it, go to the pioneers. Go to the ones that were there first. I'm talking about Longevity Medical Clinic. Take the free health analysis at longevitymedicalclinic.com.
A Chi and Ursula exclusive on KIRO News Radio.
There it is, number 60, Cal Raleigh.
A guy did catch it. He gave it to this young boy in the stands. And we are joined by that boy's father, Galen Ruelos.
He caught it. He didn't have to do it. It was a complete random act of kindness to my son. He's a 12-year-old, 6th grader, and just overcome with emotion. He starts bawling.
Hear the full conversation on the KIRO News Radio.
And we're a full-service digital agency. Our clients are really important to us, but nothing happens without the team that we've built here at Cyclifting. And so it's very important to me as a business owner to provide the best benefits we can within our...
Visit ProPointServices.com. Health Choice Trust is offered through the Association of Washington Business and powered by Primera Blue Cross.
Imagine finding your perfect, right? That's exactly what Orchard's Move First, Sell Later program lets you. Then the Orchard experts take it from there. They handle repairs on your old home for you, so you attract the
lasers, fat freezing methods, and prescriptions. Imagine a simple solution that takes just one day and provides immediate noticeable results. Introducing ProSculpt. ProSculpt uses air-assisted technology that's safe and gentle. Fully awake, ProSculpt contours your body with minimal downtime. It's designed to target the loose skin with FDA-cleared plasma technology, all in a simple, guaranteed is one and done. Schedule your free consult. One and done. Schedule your free consultation at prosculpt.com for $250 off. Powerful permanent fat removal and skin tightening that works for ladies and you men. It's ProSculpt.
It just holds water, but you're getting it anyway. Because if you're hiking near an active volcano and drop the bottle into molten lava, your water will still be icy cold. Switch to Progressive and you could save big time.
See website for details.
It's G. Scott. School's back, and it's time to rally for the campaign to keep kids healthy. Donate at Safeway checkout to help families afford fresh fruits and veggies. With Snap Produce Match, every dollar goes twice as far. Learn more at your neighborhood Safeway.
All right, if you don't know the players, I know if this is going to work out. Stephen Miller is Deputy Chief of Staff. 2016, 2017, Trump's inaugural speech was written by this guy. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, he's a real bulldog on immigration. And not that he wouldn't think
himself. Well, let me give advice to any young man.
First of all, have you ever heard the term sexual matador?
I have not.
It's out there. I'm married now. I have children, but I wasn't married that long ago. I was single. I was in the market. If you're a young man, it's very important in election season, who's looking to impress ladies, to be the alpha, to be attractive. The best thing you can do is to wear your Trump support on your sleeve. Show that you are a real man. Show that you are not a beta, right? Be a proud and loud Trump supporter, and your dating life will be fantastic.
I cannot wait to see the text.
I saw a poll the other day between men and women, especially of childbearing age. The majority of men want to have kids. The majority of women in that same age group and the same sort of economic stat don't want to have children. Just diametrically opposed on kids. And then politically, a lot of guys are on the right now. A lot of guys consider themselves to be conservative, and women are moving further and further to the left.
Maybe the guys are taking Stephen Miller's advice, and that's the problem.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a good way to start off on any of that stuff, right? But since politics is so front and center with so many people, it's how they establish who's going to be their friend or not. I know. Terrible.
Shouldn't be your identity.
Nick and I bought these conversation cards for relationships. Yeah. We took them to this restaurant last night, and I was handing them out to these people behind us. And one of them was really it's a tough card to pick. And I could hear them kind of arguing. I was like, oh, no, we ruined their evening. I'll read you the card.
Please.
Because it's like, yikes, do I want to bring this up? Yikes. All right.
We'll take you 23 minutes. I-90 will take you 32. We'll take you 32 minutes. I'm Lori, KIRO Real-Time Traffic.
You want to get that house, or stuff is everywhere. You don't even want to start a project. You don't even want to know what stuff is everywhere. You don't even want to start a project. You don't even want to know where are the shoes I bought. Oh, they're under a whole bunch of T-shirts and sweaters. Let's just get organized. Putting your house on the market because the mortgage rates are coming down. You know what? If you putting your house on the market because the mortgage rates are coming down. You know what? If you put in new closets, it really makes the house. Customer service is outstanding. Well, we had our consultant come by, hang out from 10 to 3, give us incredible deals. You can find out more by going to Closets by...
Or it can be as big as the budget for transportation. I don't care. I'll find the answer for you. It's really easy to get.
Presented by Carter Subaru. Tuesdays and Thursdays on KIRO. News Radio 97.3 FM.
How's your money situation? Are you ready for retirement? Well, if you want to know what the pros are doing to make wealth multiply and retire like royalty, then you need to listen to this show, Sound Path Through Retirement, with Ben Koval and Matt Barger. Get your money right and tune in every weekend, Saturdays at 10 a.m. and noon on KIRO News Radio 97.3 FM.
Good afternoon, I'm Aaron Granello.
Your best source for local news.
Storybook season by Cal Raleigh. He has done it.
2026 Mariners season ticket memberships are on sale now. There's no better way to catch Cal, Julio, and the crew at T-Mobile Park with year-round savings, no ticket fees, access to exclusive pre-sales and events, and more. And you've got two great options. Reserved memberships let you lock in the best locations in the ballpark so you can make your favorite spot home all summer long, whether you want to catch 20 games or the whole season.
Oh, he makes the catch.
Season's been a whole lot of fun, and you won't want to miss out in 2026. Come on board today at Mariners.
Difference in someone's lives. It's so important that when people come in, they experience engagement, coaching, teaching. We build relationships with our
KIRO News Radio is teaming up with Global Credit Union to support our veterans with the Invest in Our Veterans program. For more than 75 years, Global Credit Union has been committed to our military communities and to organizations that back our military and their families. Do you know a nonprofit serving our heroes that could use additional funding? Head to mynorthwest.com/veterans to nominate an organization to receive $1,000 to support their mission. Let's invest in our veterans. Go to mynorthwest.com/veterans.
My wife's not looking. Weekdays noon to problem.
Leading up to the trial, I would think that the defense would make some sort of motion to have the president stop doing that.
The social media histories of
the Supreme Court keeps in place President Trump's funding freeze that threatens nearly $5 billion in foreign aid. University of Pennsylvania political professor Marcy Hamilton.
It is essentially illegal for the administration to choose to cancel this funding unilaterally. And there was really no reason for the Supreme Court to weigh in at this point.
The FAA restores Boeing's ability to certify MAX jets for flight more than 6 years after fatal crashes. Stocks closed up on Wall Street today. The Dow jumped 300 points. This is CBS News.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
An arsonist may be on the prowl in Kitsap County. That story just ahead. But first, Lori is at the real-time traffic desk.
Well, we've been dealing with a collision, actually a car fire and collision. It's southbound I-5 right at State Route 18. It looks like crews have that all moved over to the shoulder, but boy, you're still backed up from 272nd. Right now, an hour Tacoma to Seattle, slowing from actually Joint Base Lewis McChord is where it starts, all the way to 18. Then you get a break until mid-Boeing Field, all the way into the stadium. Everett to Seattle, 17 minutes, an hour 17 minutes. Bellevue to Federal Way, we're looking at a 9-minute delay. Now, 167 southbound, mostly the heaviest now from 18 into Puyallup. And I-5 north, and actually 167 northbound, we're still slow, where we've got the 2 lanes closed. Both directions of I-90 pretty solid between Bellevue and Seattle now. 520 slows about mid-span into Seattle. And we're still seeing a little bit of a slowdown, 16 Gig Harbor into Gig Harbor. I'm Lori, KIRO Real-Time Traffic.
KIRO News Radio 97.3 FM Northwest News. Now, the latest from KIRO News Radio and mynorthwest.com.
Good afternoon. I'm Nate Connors. Investigators in Kitsap County fear an arsonist is at work after 14 suspicious fires. KIRO News Radio's James Lynch has details.
Kitsap County deputies say the fires happened between late May and August in the Tracyton area of unincorporated Kitsap County. So far, there is no suspect, but Kitsap County Sheriff spokesman Kevin McCarty says there is a person of interest.
There seemed to be one particular theme that continued throughout this, and that was someone on a bicycle riding away from the scene of the fire.
You can see the pictures at mynorthwest.com. Anyone with information should call the Kitsap County Sheriff or 911. James Lynch, KIRO News Radio.
Jimmy Kimmel Live is back on Sinclair's ABC stations, including Como TV here in Seattle as of tonight. The company had pulled the show after a controversial remark Kimmel made last week about the alleged killer of Charlie Kirk, saying it wanted to better reflect community values. Sinclair says it wasn't pressured by the government and proposed new accountability steps to ABC. On Thursday, Katie Wilson threatened to pull out of the Cuomo mayoral debate on October 8th if Kimmel wasn't put back on the air. Today, in a video statement, she says she's excited to hear about Sinclair's decision.
I'm also very excited to participate in the October 8th debate at Seattle U, which will be broadcast on Como TV.
We've reached out to Mayor Bruce Harrell's campaign for comment. By the way, Nexstar Media Group also announced it will once again air Kimmel's show. Microsoft takes a stand against Israel. The company says it's disabled cloud and AI services for a unit within the Israeli military. Microsoft President Brad Smith says the company found evidence that Israel's using Microsoft technology to spy on citizens in Gaza and the West Bank. Smith says that goes against the company's commitment to privacy and human rights. Your weather update brought to you by State Roofing and Exteriors. A beautiful Friday in Seattle, sunny and 69 right now. Clouds gradually increase over the weekend and looks like a little rain by Monday. I'm Nate Connors, KIRO News Radio.
Your best source for local news, serving Western Washington and the world with the KIRO Newsradio app. Always streaming live on your smart speakers. You're listening to KIRO News Radio, Northwest News.
If you can plug in your radio in the basement, take it with you. Use a portable radio set if you have one. Otherwise, turn up the volume of your radio so that you can hear it in the basement. Keep calm. Don't lose your head.
Okay. Wow. Did you get all that? Something about losing your head in the basement?
Wow.
Oh, I don't know.
Are we in danger?
I don't know. But do we have anybody play the know-it-all quiz?
Yes, we do.
Oh, we do? Okay, good. I got all panicked there. I thought people were losing their head in the basement. Diving in the news with John Curley Show. All right, YouTubies. I see you there, YouTube. I got some paper for you. This is the official 5 o'clock that we decided not to do. So there you go. That's for you guys. All right. Okay, let's knock these down. Rance has got the story. Local news, TV, where are you guys? You love these because this has got video. You got people that are standing out in front of the supermarket. You got their initiatives there. You signed one that stops schools from keeping secrets from parents. And you got another one there that says girls can compete against girls and boys are not allowed to compete against girls in high school sports, grade school sports. That's it. Those are the two. Well, then you get these people that have a real problem with that. They don't like, I guess they want the schools to keep secrets. I don't know. And I guess they want boys to compete against girls. That would be why they're objecting to this. So they show up and they scream and yell. And then here's one woman. She's arrested at a Tacoma grocery store after stealing the Let's Go Washington signatures. Okay, here we go.
Please, here we go. You're under arrest.
Oh, the cops are arresting her.
Yes.
Right. So the cops are there to arrest her because obviously she's assaulted somebody.
Well, they were there. Somebody hit somebody with a car.
Oh, yeah.
So they were responding to that. And then this woman came up, unrelated to the first incident, and just started stealing
Makes it easy for the cops.
Are you kidding me? Where'd he go? I wish he could take that. No, it's now. You're under arrest. See? Tell your people. They can't do that. You're going to jail. The reason why you're under arrest is for destroying that person's property. When you go over here, all grab your stuff. Yes. So that's someone's property. You cannot do that. And I've watched you do it. Okay? Literally, I've watched you. I'm standing here taking hurriedly for somebody.
This woman, what was her facial expression? Like, what? I can't believe you're arresting me for this.
She was crying.
I'm trying to defend democracy here by stopping people from exercising democracy.
Just stole her cookie. I was taking her report. I know. I'm not saying you stole her cookbook because she's not saying that you're the person that did it. But you just destroyed her stuff while I was taking her report. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see. Okay, so he's getting the report and everything, and while the cop's getting that sort of stuff, this woman comes up and destroys the property, tears up the...
Yep.
Oh, my God. In front of the cops?
Mm-hmm.
What does she think's going to happen? Oh, man. This woman began filming the harassment. This is at Fred Meyer in Spokane. Oh, boy.
This jack right here. So you can get out of my space. But I don't want my kids filmed, so I would
Local
appreciate
pedophile
it if
right
you would
here.
take this down.
Racist women.
No, boy, she's throwing every out. Is it pedophile, racist? What else is it? It's got to throw trans in there. What else?
Racist women. Trans women are women. Trans women are women.
Jesus loves you, but like, kids' privacy.
Oh, Jesus loves you. Okay, Jesus is like, please don't bring me into this.
No one gives a f about Jesus. Get the f out of my face before I slap you.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Leave people's peepees alone. Obsessed with peepees on TikTok in Spokane, Washington. This guy loves to f with boys.
What? Golly. When these people have any friends, get a hobby. Get a dog. Dog would change their whole life, don't you think? If they had a dog, something that loved them unconditionally, they wouldn't have to be in this, going around screaming and yelling at people. Just think about it for a second. It makes absolutely no sense. Legally, I think it's in 1913, we set up the Constitution in the state of Washington that you were allowed to, you could have an initiative process. It was one way for the people, the public, to be able to respond to laws that they didn't like. It's there. It's in the Constitution. So then you can get an initiative. You get the signatures. Then you get a certain amount of them. Then they get all, checked out. Yep. Okay. That's that address. Okay. Then it goes to the lawmakers, goes through this process. That's it. That's the way it works. Going up and screaming at somebody or, throwing the table over or calling the grocery store managers and yelling and screaming about it. Don't you see the hypocrisy of it? That's it, just on its face. You're trying to save democracy. By what? Destroying democracy? It's this old thing, by any means necessary. By any means necessary. We have to do whatever we can. If you believe that the sky is falling, you're running around covering stuff up with tarps because you think the sky is falling. So you've been fed this garbage. You've basically been indoctrinated into this world where all of a sudden, Trump's this guy, then you're going to kill trans kids, or these schools should be able to lie to the parents. Whatever it is. But just takes a few nutballs to be out there. And I hope this doesn't happen, where if this continues, then you're going to have somebody stand there defending the people that are trying to get the initiative signed, and then you have somebody else, and there's going to be punches are going to be thrown, and God forbid it goes beyond just fists, cuffs.
And by the way, just if you want to sign these initiatives and you don't want to deal with this kind of stuff, just go to letsgowashington.com and they'll send it to you.
You're not advocating for that.
No,
we're supposed to be neutral about all this stuff.
I'm neutral.
Yeah, okay, good. Finally, a little bit of news here is the fact that Sinclair, that owns Como, they've decided they're bringing him back. So Jimmy Kimmel comes back on after the boycott, or whatever it was. They didn't boycott. They just took him off the air for a couple of days, comes on, doesn't really make an apology, just, does his thing. He'll go back on. I think 6 million or 60 million or some crazy number of people, 6 million people tuned in or whatever, some huge number to watch. I'm sure it'll go back down to 2 million again. But Katie Wilson, who is the candidate running for mayor, she did not like the fact that had taken Jimmy Kimmel off. She said, well, I'm not going to do the debate because it's supposed to be on Como. You got to bring Kimmel back.
So we just got the news that Jimmy Kimmel's show is being reinstated on Como TV. I'm so excited and pleased that Sinclair Broadcast Group decided to make the right decision, and proud to have played a small part in standing up against federal government overreach and censorship. I'm also very excited to participate in the October 8th debate at Seattle U, which will be broadcast on Como TV.
I have advice for her. We got to get her on. I've got some good advice for her.
I know.
I watched the whole debate, and I was like, ooh, there's the vulnerability for Bruce Harrell, because I see what he's trying to do to her. I was like, oh, you see right there? This is what you should do, because I'll save it for her. Keep it fresh. Yeah, because it's like this is where you go. This is the line of attack, and you get in there and just sort of work it a little bit.
And she could turn it right back around on him, huh?
Yeah, I got the angles on it. All right, so Jimmy Kimmel comes back. How many people are going to tune in to watch him? Who knows? But he had his moment fighting against the authoritarian government that was trying to stop his First Amendment rights. So he'll go back to being on there. Speaking of First Amendment rights, you have the right to remain silent, and you also you can be indicted for a crime. And that's what's happened to Jimmy Kimmel. So it goes to a grand jury, I think 2014.
James Comey.
James Comey. So you got 14 of the 23 of the grand jury say yes. I think they put 3 charges up against them. 2 they agreed to move forward. So here's what's happened. this judge, who is a Biden-appointed judge, could, if he wanted to, just simply dismiss it out of hand. If he did that and doesn't let it go forward, well, then Trump can file for an appeal. And they don't want that. So the judge will hear it. And then at that point, they will then let the process take place, and there could be no appeal in this. The charge against Comey is that he knowingly lied to Congress. So they try to get him on a perjury charge. What they're saying is, did you leak information to any? Did you take classified information and give it to somebody else, and then that person then leaked it to the press? The answer is yes. He gave it to his friend who he made kind of a special government employee. He hands it off to his buddy. What was the guy's name? Richardson or something. Hands it to that guy, and then that guy turns around and gives it to Michael Schmidt. Yeah. So he gives it to his friend, and then his friend hands it to Standard Richardson is the special employee by Comey, and then Richardson gives it to Michael Schmidt at the New York Times, and they start leaking these stories about Russia and Trump to get all that stuff going. When they asked about why he was so concerned, he said, I wanted an independent investigation to get into this, to sort of look at this stuff. Well, there were other ways for Comey to go about doing this. So we're going to try to get him on. You took classified information, which you weren't allowed to do. You gave it to somebody and then leaked it out to the press. Then you lied about it, so we're going to come get you on this. It's going to be a tough sell, but the irony will be this. Because Comey got Flynn on the same thing, and Comey got Martha Stewart on the same thing. Because Martha Stewart was worth $1 billion. Trades took place. It was her securities and exchange. It was her stockbroker that sold it. She made about $40,000, which was nothing to her. But what they were able to get her on, what Comey was able to get her on, was the fact that she lied. So it was lying. The same thing with Flynn. Michael Flynn was the special envoy. He hadn't taken over the position yet, but he made a call to Russia, basically saying at this point before being appointed, hey, listen, things are a little rough right now, but when Trump gets in there, we're going to talk, we're going to smooth things out. Little did Michael Flynn know that the FBI was already eavesdropping on him and was tapping his phones. What happened was, a lot of stuff going back to 2017. Then what happens is that Comey then sends a couple of FBI agents over to Michael Flynn's office to talk to him. Now, realize this. The FBI knew what Michael Flynn had said because they were listening in. They were eavesdropping. They were allowed to get a warrant to be able to listen. So you get Flynn. Is Flynn talking to the Russians? Then these FBI agents go in there. Do we have the sound of him talking about this thing? Oh, here's the meeting, right? And this is Comey on some talk show bragging about how he sent these FBI agents in.
Something I probably wouldn't have done or maybe gotten away with in a more organized administration, in the George W. Bush administration, for example, or the Obama administration. The protocol, two men that all of us have perhaps increased appreciation for over the last 2 years.
All the SEALs.
And in both of those administrations, there was process. And so if the FBI wanted to send agents into the White House itself to interview a senior official, you would work through the White House counsel, and there'd be discussions and approvals and who would be there. And I thought, it's early enough, let's just send a couple guys over.
So he does. He just gets a couple FBI agents, and they call up Michael Flynn. They say, hey, can we come by and talk to you? Flynn doesn't know for what reason. He says, well, sure, I just want to talk, because normally what he would do is, well, I'll have a lawyer present. But because on the casual sort of nature of, hey, we just want to come by and talk to you. And Comey points out that, yeah, we took advantage of the fact it was disorganized. So the FBI agents sit down and ask him a couple of questions, and they ask him directly a few things. And Flynn's like, yeah, this or that. They go, oh, really? You just lied, because we have you on tape saying this. And bang, they get Flynn. The same sort of thing they got Martha Stewart for lying. And now the interesting thing, well, whether or not James Comey gets caught on the same petard. The weird part of it is that Donald Trump is so unbelievably public on how vengeful he is being. You read the long tweet, he's going after Comey. This is also a shot over the bow of Bolton. He's going to go after Bolton as well. And all of his enemies are put on fair warning that he is coming after them. Is it vengeful? Yep. Is it lawfare? The same thing they did to him? Yep. Should he raise to a higher level? Should he have more character and not be involved in this type of thing? Sure, he should. But that's not who he is. That's not why he got elected. He's not suddenly going to change and turn into some sort of angel. This is who the guy is, and this is what he's doing. He's doing it in front of everybody, very, very public, unlike his predecessor that was working behind the scenes with the Steele dossier and all the other garbage that went into that Russia hoax. So there we go. Now this is just more chum in the water, just more garbage out there, more stuff for the news to dig in on, when there's a whole bunch of other things that are far more important that should probably get far more time. But nope, here we go. Now we got Comey. We've got him being indicted. First time ever an FBI agent's, head of an FBI has ever been indicted in the United States. Somebody should have been, J. Edgar Hoover, that guy should have been indicted. Wow, what a monster he was. He'd been in there from 1927 or something to 1971 or something like that. I think he died in 74. That guy was a horrible human being. Awful. He had so much garbage on everybody that he could threaten the Kennedys. Robert Kennedy, he had information on him and Marilyn Monroe. The awful letters that they were sending to Martin Luther King Jr. He used his force. He basically wanted to be the most powerful person in the government. And at one point, he was. Because he was just running things roughshod and destroying people's lives. He was like a mob boss. Yeah. He was a mob boss. Yeah. All right. So there we go. Whatever happens to this thing, he will not be indicted. The judge, Biden's judge, is going to simply let it go before the jury, or at least bring it up, take a few things together. By the way, you know how many pages it is? The indictment? It's 2 pages. Let's see. What else can we come up with? A third page would be great. How about a cover page? It's 2 pages. It's so vague.
He's got a rookie prosecutor.
Yes, he does. The person's got no experience with it. He just wants to shame him, and he wants to run him through the barrel and make him pay money. Comey's got enough money, but it's still going to cost him. He just wants to, keep sticking him on this sort of stuff. So, listen, that's what you did to Trump. We tried to take him off the ballot and try to sue him for $1 billion, $1 million, whatever it is. He's coming back. This is like New York. This is like mafioso stuff, right? Same thing. But, this is not what we voted for. No, you didn't, but everybody else did. So this is what happens. I didn't. Who did I vote for?
Chase Oliver.
That's right. It's 483,000 votes or something.
Almost got him.
We're so close. Come on, libertarians, get your act together. All right, let's check traffic with Lori. What's going on, Lori?
Traffic is brought to you by Washington 811. Both directions of I-5 still solid, approaching State Route 18 after that earlier collision. We have a new collision northbound State Route 7 right at 134th, taking up the left lane. Linwood to Seattle now, an hour, 4 minutes, 167 southbound. Heaviest from about 18 into Puyallup, and northbound, of course, still 2 lanes closed there at Pacific. Both directions of I-90 solid between Bellevue and Seattle. 520, a 3-minute delay if you're heading into Seattle from Bellevue. And this weekend, Sunday, is that huge motorcycle ride into Anacortes. So you're going to see a lot of motorcycles on I-5 and the Mukilteo Clinton Ferry. So, when you're driving, keep your eyes open for those motorcycles. Roadwork scheduled for this weekend in Renton was supposed to close 405. Well, that's been postponed. If you are digging in your yard, the law requires you to call 811. So you want to avoid dangerous and costly damages to utility lines. Call 811 or submit online at digsafelaw.com. I'm Lori, KIRO Real-Time Traffic.
I kept hearing these commercials on KIRO Radio a while ago about if you're over the age of 50, you don't want to wear readers and contacts and glasses, you can get refractive lens exchange. I was like, I got to check this out. So I looked around. There's a couple different places, and I get K2 Vision. So I go in, I meet Dr. Kopstein. Really nice guy. We talk about golf and a few other things. And I asked a slightly uncomfortable question. How many of these procedures have you done? He's like, I don't know, maybe 100,000 or something like that. I was like, okay, I'm in good hands. And then he told me, listen, don't get too excited because if this is not going to have a great effect for you, I'm not going to do it. I'll ask you to come back in 10, 15, or 20 years. It's like, I don't want to wait 20 years or 50. I don't even want to wait a year. I don't want to wait a day. I got a whole box full of glasses, a whole drawer, and they're just a mess. I hate them. At night, I had a pair, see up close, and reading, just horrible. Fix my eyes. He takes a look and he goes, you know what? This is going to work for you. You got a little cataract in your right eye. We'll take care of that. So I go back in, I think the next day, 5 minutes in one eye, 5 on the other. I go back in the next day again. I got 20/20 vision. It works. It's great. It is so wonderful. No more glasses, no more contacts, no more readers. You want to find out more? K2visionrle.com. That's K2visionrle.com.
Deep to right field. There it is, number 60.
He's Rick Riz, the voice of the Mariners for 40 years. And every Thursday morning at 7:15, it's the Rick Riz Show with Seattle's Morning News.
Winning the AL West, what this means for fans and how important this is.
My goodness, it's the first time in 24 years. Think about it. 24 years ago, Ichiro was a rookie. There's the joy behind that feeling.
Get the full conversation on the KIRO Newsradio app and at mynorthwest.com.
Welcome to this week's Puget Sound Express Whale Report. September is a magical month for whale watching, according to the team at Puget Sound Express. This is the time of year when many whale watching cruises see a combination of Bigg's killer whales and humpback whales on the same trip. Last week, PSE Tours spotted 10 different orca families, and humpbacks are busy feeding in September and October before resuming their Pacific Ocean migrations. It's a terrific time to get on the water and see marine wildlife. Family-run Puget Sound Express offers daily guaranteed whale-watching tours departing from Edmonds. These half-day tours are Seattle's most popular and well-reviewed whale tours. Puget Sound Express also offers tours out of beautiful Port Townsend and Port Angeles on the Olympic Peninsula. Don't miss out on your chance to see whales in the wild. Family-run Puget Sound Express guarantees you'll see whales or your next trip is absolutely free. Book online at PugetSoundExpress.com.
I love a day on the water with friends, but my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis sometimes holds me back. Now I'm all in with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi. Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy.
Teaching music is my passion, but my active psoriatic arthritis can limit me at times. Now I'm treating my joint symptoms with Skyrizi.
With Skyrizi, most people with plaque psoriasis saw 90% clearer skin at 4 months.
Or if you are an adult with active psoriatic arthritis, Skyrizi helps you move with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
There's nothing like clearer skin.
There's nothing like better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi. Visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZZI to learn more.
Are you having trouble hearing? Hearing loss can devastate the quality of your life. Now, there's an affordable fix for you or your loved one. Rated the best hearing aids of 2025 by Forbes Health, Audion Hearing has the highest quality hearing aids at the lowest prices, starting at just $98 a pair.
I actually like them better than my old $5,000 hearing aid.
I could not believe how my hearing and life changed.
Join over 1 million happy customers by going to audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
Frontotemporal degeneration, or FTD, causes uncharacteristic personality changes, apathy, and unexplained struggles with decision-making, movement, speaking, or language comprehension. It is often misdiagnosed as bipolar disorder, depression, and sometimes just a midlife crisis. Learn more this World FTD Awareness Week by visiting the Association for Frontotemporal Degeneration at theaftd.org. Find help. Share hope. Go now to theaftd.org.
Hey, Brock Ewart here with some great news. I'm with Shannon O'Kelly, physical therapist and owner of IRG Physical and Hand Therapy. Shannon, you guys just increased your community coverage.
That's right, Brock. We like to say we're in your neighborhood. We have you covered here at IRG. We just added 2 fantastic locations. One is in Harbor Square in the Edmonds Bowl, and the other one is in the Mill Creek Town Center, right to the entrance to Mill Creek Town Center. So we'll be able to provide fantastic care to all of us and everybody's neighborhood.
You know, I love it. Expert physical and hand therapy right in your neighborhood.
That's right. We're in your neighborhood. We want to be your neighborhood family physical therapist. We'll take care of you, your family, and your neighbor.
And remember, no referral needed. Just personalized care when and where you need it. Visit irgpt.com and schedule your appointment today. With over 40 convenient locations, IRG is right in your neighborhood, and now 2 new spots as well. That's irgpt.com, irgpt.com.
KIRO News Radio 97.3 FM Northwest News. Now, the latest from KIRO News Radio and mynorthwest.com.
And good evening, I'm Nate Connors. This Sunday marks the final live Seattle Mariners game telecasted on Root Sports. The team announced today that Major League Baseball will take over distribution of Mariners broadcasts and streaming starting in 2026. A source tells our sister station, 710 Seattle Sports, that Root Sports will go off the air December 31st. 710 Seattle Sports will still be your home for Mariners baseball on the radio. The feds are kicking in some money to help fight one of the current wildfires in our state. FEMA's emergency grant will cover up to 75% of Washington's eligible firefighting costs for the Lower Sugarloaf fire. The fire is threatening homes, power lines, and critical communication sites near Wenatchee and Kashmir. It has burned more than 34,000 acres and is 32% contained. The FAA will allow Boeing to resume limited self-certification of airworthiness for some 737 MAX and 787 jets starting September 29th. Scott Hamilton, aviation analyst with Leham Company, says the FAA will still be checking Boeing's work.
There's no way that the FAA was going to just turn off the switch, so to speak, of their oversight. They clearly have to become confident that the authority being turned back over to Boeing is going to be a successful transition going forward.
Hamilton says this will help with Boeing's financial recovery. The FAA says this will free up inspectors to focus more closely on safety oversight and production surveillance. In 2019, the FAA stopped allowing Boeing to issue airworthiness certificates for 737 MAX airplanes following 2 deadly crashes. The same thing happened in 2022 for Boeing 787s due to production quality issues. We've reached out to Boeing for comment. Work to permanently fix the White River Bridge is officially underway. KIRO 7 TV's Eric Thomas has details.
Governor Bob Ferguson made that announcement on social media. That work will run 7 days a week. Right now, though, it is unclear if starting early changes the timeline of these repairs, which could wrap up sometime between late October and mid-November.
And now let's check in with Lori at the real-time traffic desk.
And traffic is brought to you by Subaru of Puyallup. Northbound I-5 at 512, we have a new accident. That one's sitting right in the center lane. Both directions of I-5 still solid, approaching State Route 18, northbound from 512 and southbound from 516. Everett to Seattle now an hour, 16 minutes. 167 southbound, pretty heavy from Renton all the way into Puyallup. And northbound at Pacific still have 2 lanes closed. Both directions of I-90 really solid between Bellevue and Seattle. Eastbound is, of course, reduced to 3 lanes from Island Crest Way to Bellevue Way. Westbound into Seattle, just a 1-minute delay, though. And 520, if you're taking that into Seattle, it's going to take you 5 minutes longer than usual. Having your vehicle serviced is our stress-free promise at Subaru of Puyallup. With convenient service hours from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m., Subaru of Puyallup, your stress-free dealership. I'm Lori, KIRO Real-Time Traffic.
And now your weather update brought to you by State Roofing and Exteriors. Well, a few clouds are rolling into Seattle right now. Still nice and warm at 68 degrees, 55 overnight. I'm Nate Connors, KIRO News Radio.
Best source for local news. You're listening to KIRO News Radio, Northwest News.
All right, Teeny, you got a little bit of work to do here. You got to spin the big wheel, the Wilcox Family Farm Max recipe wheel. The names of all the players are on the wheel. A few of them have taken down. Let's see, Nate was up there, and he just took his name off the board, and Aaron's not on there, and lands on Andrew. Good, because I didn't have anybody else to land on.
What recipe we want to do? We'll just do throw an egg up in the air.
Up in the egg in the air.
See where it lands.
Yes.
And wherever it lands, that's where it is.
There we go. Wow, that's great. There's a recipe for it. It also involves physics. There's no heating. No to worry about nothing fancy,
cooling,
no
plumbing,
green onions, nothing. There's your Wilcox Family Farm Eggs recipe, all combined in a gigantic book. Another bound sent to your house on a weekly basis. Let's play the know-it-all quiz. What do you say, kids? Yeah, huh? Huh? Anybody? Anyone? Here we go. It's time for the Know-It-All Quiz. Let's meet our contestant now. Andrew's in there pushing all these buttons. His name is Ted. He lives in Centralia. And the one interesting thing about him is that he lost the tip of his right index finger at a firework accident. And Ted, this is the second time you've been on the show.
Yes, it is.
Yes, because your fascinating background that we dove into last time was the fact that you used to, didn't you sort of like ran away from home, joined a carnival, and then traveled around all around the United States. Am I getting part of your story correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and because we were asking, well, it's carny-like life and, right, all the stuff going on behind the scenes. It was a crazy life. Then you left that. How long were you in the carnival world for? And then you left and did something else before you blew your finger off?
I was in the carnival for a couple months.
Okay.
And then I met some English folks that like guys from England that had a construction business. So then I joined up with them in Florida.
I see. That's right. I forget that part of the story. I guess it's all going to be in the Netflix show. So explain to me, how big was the firework? And you knew that there's a pretty good chance you could lose a digit. If you could do it over again, would you have thrown it further away or not have lit the thing in the first place?
What happened was I drank a lot of whiskey,
Okay.
and I lit it in my hand, and my plan was to throw it up, several feet in the air, and have it explode because. I've thrown a lot of them before, and the percussion is much better when it's way up in the air. And everybody started telling me to throw it, Ted, throw it.
Yeah.
And I was being defiant because I was drunk. I'll throw it when I want.
That's right.
And,
that's right. That's right. You're not gonna let the crowd tell you when to throw the firework. It's up to you.
Exactly.
Yeah. Good.
I threw it a little late, and it actually did make it out of my hand, but only by inches. Otherwise, I would have lost all my fingers. So I lost the tip of my index finger, and it split the web, between your thumb and index finger.
Yeah.
And so all that was left was a bone sticking out of my.
Okay. Hang on. This is your song, Ted.
Too much detail. Got it.
No, here we go.
I'm gonna need some whiskey glasses, 'cause I don't wanna say the truth. I just need a big bandage to stop the bleeding, 'cause my foot ain't
All right. So lesson learned on this is you cut back on the whiskey if you're throwing fireworks in the air. Is that basically it?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I haven't done it since. But I have lit, M80s, M500 since, but on the ground.
Okay. All right. There you go. All right. Smart. Can somebody tell that you're missing a finger, and do you get a chance to park wherever you want? Are you really handicapped because of it?
I haven't.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what happened there?
Uh-oh.
Oh, another firework.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Was it a firework? Ted, are you still there? What happened? Ted? All right, well, we're waiting for him to come back on. Ted, where are you? Oh my God, something happened to Ted. No! Yeah, you're back.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa, we were worried. We thought maybe M80 or something went off. All right, now for this nonsense. You ready to play the Know-It-All quiz?
I'm ready.
Let's go. Tone and tenor is going to change in a minor key. Here we go. Number one, why did the Scholastic Aptitude Testing Center in Princeton, New Jersey tell colleges not to accept me, Joe?
Was it A, because they thought John was too smart for college and it would only be a waste of his time? B, John cheated on the test and got caught? Or C, the testing center was invested by radical leftists who did whatever they thought they could to save democracy?
It might be B.
You are correct. How many does Ted have correct, and how many fingers does Ted have?
He has one correct, John, and he has 9.5 fingers.
All right.
That's correct.
That's correct. I appeared in a Rocky Horror Picture Show at the Fifth Avenue Theater many, many, many years ago. What did the director tell me to do when the audience would be yelling at me during my performance, Joe?
Was it A, yell back and feel free to flip them off, and if John felt like it, run into the house and duke it out? B, moon the audience, or C, smoke cigarettes?
It's got to be C.
Wow, you were on a roll. Woo. If I were you, I'd celebrate. That's what I would do. Ted, I just go crazy if I were you. Get yourself
with some whiskey.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need some whiskey glasses.
Okay. Ted could co-host the show. Yep. 3, we asked Rye Curley, my son, what advice he has for Mariners fans. What did the kids say, Joe?
Did he say A, shave your head, a.k.a. the Jay Buhner throwback look? B, buy a hot dog outside of the stadium. You'll save yourself hundreds of dollars. Or C, just relax. Act like you've been here before.
A.
Man, I hit the button too soon. That's C. That's okay. You got it.
B.
Oh. No, stop. Stop while you're ahead. You're going to lose another finger. No, it's C, but don't worry about it. Last one. Here we go for all the cookies. Teeny, ready? Get all the cookies out. Here we go. In a big debate that will occur on Coast to Coast Radio tomorrow night. What will be the topic of the debate, Joe?
Will it be A, did Bigfoot eat D.B. Cooper? B, is D.B. Cooper living in Enumclaw and married to Bigfoot? Or C, which state was the first to have a UFO visit it?
I'm gonna help you on this, Ted. Just think of the most boring of the 3. Okay.
Oh boy.
Hello.
Yeah. What is going on? Where are you, by the way? This keeps happening, huh?
I'm up in the hills in Centralia, but for some reason,
yes,
about every 2 minutes, my phone keeps cutting out, and I have to switch. I have to go from speakerphone to regular phone, just to get you back.
I see.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm not sure what's going on.
Do you have to put the joint down while you're doing all that, or can all be just sort of moved from hand to hand? Just checking.
No, I've got a CDL. I wish I could smoke, but I can't.
Oh, dang.
Okay. Yeah, like
whiskey.
And my wife.
Yes.
Well, no, never mind.
No. It's okay. Believe me, at this point, no one's listening. Go ahead.
Nobody's listening? Fine. So my wife used to work for a dispensary, and so she gets really good stuff. Partake.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can only drink.
All right, guess what? You get the last one right. The whole box of Bite Me cookies are coming your way. Ooh. Enjoy those, and just don't forget. Just throw when people are yelling, throw it. Ted, throw the firework. Right? You've learned that lesson now.
Absolutely.
Go.
Next time.
Yeah.
Next time I think I'll just light it on the ground, and I'm probably going to teach my kid to light them on the ground.
There you go.
Good call.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, sometimes, when the moment's right, you just got to try to throw it.
Yeah, good. That's good. That's good advice. That's good. I have to end it. I got to throw it to Lori. Stay on the line. Joe has a few uncomfortable questions for you. Checking traffic. Thank you, Ted. Here's Lori. Lori, please.
Traffic is brought to you by Subaru of Puyallup. Northbound I-5 at 12, that accident all cleared, but you're still a little slow as you approach 512. Both directions of I-5, solid approaching State Route 18. Linwood to Seattle, just under an hour, 56 minutes. And if you're heading from Bellevue to Everett, that's a 36-minute drive. Now, 167 still pretty heavy from Renton all the way into Puyallup, and 2 lanes, of course, continue to be blocked at Pacific. Both directions of I-90 pretty heavy between Seattle and Bellevue. Having your vehicle serviced is the stress-free promise at Subaru of Puyallup, with convenient service hours from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. Subaru of Puyallup, your stress-free dealership. I'm Lori, KIRO Real-Time Traffic.
Get organized. You'll feel so much better in that house of yours, especially the garage if it's a big mess. How about imagine this? Ready for this? Close your eyes. Don't be driving while doing this. Just imagine an entire wall of beautiful cabinets. That's what happens over the barn because we had Closets by Design come in and completely organize and redesign the master bedroom, the other bedroom in the other room, and then they did all the stuff that we needed to get our sense of peace back, because when things are disorganized, it just throws everything off. It's really stressful. I love the fact that I said to Nick, okay, go ahead, find a company, but try to get them locally owned. They've been around for a while. I don't want one of these ones that everybody knows that other one. Let's support the local guy, the little guy. So we find Closets by Design. Here's what we love about them. They don't come in with sort of a, this will fit anything, something pre-made or, predefined. It's totally customized, but you don't pay a huge customized price. They're doing great work, and they give you 40% off, plus an additional 15% off and 18 months financing if you need it, plus free installation. You got to get Closets by Design. You can set up a free in-home consultation by calling them at 1-800-BY-DESIGN. That's 1-800-BY-DESIGN or closetsbydesign.com.
The Northwest's trusted news source, KIRO News Radio.
Police in Federal Way are investigating what appears to be a car explosion.
KIRO News Radio's Luke Ducey is live from the neighborhood.
I can't tell you enough how crazy this scene is here.
Coverage you depend on.
A massive police presence in Kent.
From voices you know and trust.
We have an active fire inside one of these buildings here.
KIRO News Radio on 97.3 FM, the app, YouTube, and your smart speaker.
Let's go! You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Hey, want to hear something great? Right now at Wendy's, you can get 2 of the #1 selling bacon cheeseburger in all fast food, the JBC, plus medium fries and a medium soft drink for just $8. Want to hear something else great? Double the burger means double the bacon. Now that's a game changer. 2 of the #1 bacon cheeseburgers with fries and a drink for just $8. Gotta be Wendy's.
Limited time only. U.S. price and participation may vary. Request $8 JBC meal deal to obtain discount. Individual items at regular price.
Imagine finding your dream home and moving in right away. No waiting to sell your old place first. Sounds perfect, right? That's exactly what Orchard's Move First, Sell Later program lets you do. Buy your new home now and sell the old one later. Here's how it works. Orchard gives you cash so you can buy and move into your new home first on your timeline. No waiting, no showings, no double moves. Then the Orchard experts take it from there. They handle repairs on your old home for you so you attract the right buyers. Once they're done, a local Orchard agent lists and sells your home for top dollar. Orchard's Move First program gives you the freedom to buy and move into your new home first and sell your old home later. Buy before you sell and get top dollar for your home with Orchard. Ready to find out how much your home is worth? Visit Orchard.com to get your free home valuation. That's Orchard.com.
Hey, Spike O'Neill here with Dr. Matthew Sharp, owner of Sharp Vision Modern LASIK and Lens. Dr. Sharp, I keep getting questions from our listeners. When's the right time to have this procedure? My eyes are changing. Should I wait until they're done changing?
Well, I always tell patients, do it now. Don't wait. Whatever age you are, and that's part of the mission of Sharp Vision, is that whatever age you are, whatever prescription you have, we try to find a procedure that works for you. When you're young, LASIK and PRK are great procedures. As we get older, the refractive lens exchange becomes more appealing because that can fix whatever glasses prescription, whether you're farsighted, nearsighted, or have astigmatism, and it fixes it permanently so you don't develop cataracts, and it allows you to see near without glasses.
Do what I did. Schedule a consultation to learn everything you need to know from the best Sharp Vision Modern LASIK and Lens. 425-451-2020 or go online to sharp-vision.com. That's sharp with an E-vision.com.
Yikey wawa.
What?
My hot water.
Yeah?
Not so hot.
Water heater trouble?
It's not working.
We can fix that.
This week?
How about today?
Apollo Plumbing really is ready right now.
Especially when it comes to water heater replacement.
Think I need a new one?
Is it more than 10 years old?
It is.
Probably so.
Doesn't heat like it used to.
It runs out?
All the time.
That's a warning sign.
Uh-oh.
So are little leaks.
But Apollo can get me a new one?
Installed today by our clean screen trained and trusted plumbers. They're water heater experts.
But I probably got to pay a rush fee.
No extra charge.
You make this too easy.
We'll even haul off the old one.
A new water heater.
Same day. That's the Apollo Plumbing way.
This is going to get my budget in hot water.
Got you covered there too.
How?
Our available payment plans.
I don't have to wait?
Or take cold showers.
You are a lifesaver.
Call us this morning. You'll have hot water today.
That's the Apollo Plumbing way.
ApolloPlumbing.com.
The markets and the economy will change, but you should always know what you can rely on from your financial advisor. I'm John Ramsire with Baird Private Wealth Management in Seattle. With deep planning and investment expertise, Baird's financial advisors have guided individuals and families through changing markets for more than 100 years. And in all that time, our guiding principle has never changed. Our clients come first, always. Discover the Baird difference at rwbaird.com/Seattle.
The insurance world, it can be confusing. So have First Mark Insurance guide you through it by taking the free First Mark Challenge. They'll explore offerings from top carriers for better coverage and lower rates. They save the Heward family thousands. Go to firstmarkinsurance.com.
The John Curley Show mailbag is brought to you by Pendergast Law.
Pendergast Law. All right, Hudson, I believe you've got a song you'd like to sing, perhaps, Hudson?
I'm a mailman. I'm a mailman to be mess with me. I'm a mailman. Everything know. I'm a mailman. I bring the mail to you.
Oh, so close. All
right. By the way, Ted just sent me a picture of his digit, and sure enough, he blew that thing right off.
Is it like right at the joint?
Yep, exactly.
Okay. All right, nice to see that. All right, we'll get to leather today. First, take care of all the rest. Joe?
Melinda in Bellevue says, Joe, you are so right. John's stories are the best, even if you've heard them again and again. Thank you.
Thank you, Melinda.
By the way, we never made good at the end of the story. What happened? We got as far as SAT cheat.
Oh, I got part 2. I could do that on Monday.
All right, do Monday.
Wow, that's some cheese.
Thank you, gassy old lady. Robert in the 206 on the SAT score, 640. Come on. Yeah.
Really?
He was having a bad day.
Jerry in the 206 says, don't worry, guys. Star Trek also plays the same stories over
there
and over.
You go. And MASH and all those other ones. Sorry. Jacob in the 253 says, John, I want to buy one of your paintings. Okay, well.
RB in the 360 says, I'll take a painting in the barn.
You know what? No.
It'll look great on our farm. I don't even care if a rat's peed on it.
It's so embarrassing.
Why?
Because, like, having people, really?
No, I mean, you. Honestly, I've been to your house. I've seen your paintings. I've seen your iron work. I mean, your art is incredible.
I got a lot in issues. All right, Cindy in Seattle says, wow, fresh mochi.
Let me take this one.
Okay.
Cindy in Seattle says, we own Fresh Mochi Gallery in Seattle. We would love to give Mr. Curley an art show of his barns. We love barns. Why not barns? Let's plan for 2026. Keep painting and let's set a date.
Okay, I'm thinking about it
Beacon
now.
Hill. Let's do it.
Allie in Issaquah says, how about auctioning off the paintings to loyal listeners? Okay, let's see, moving on. Roswell, UFO debate. Jen in 425 says, aliens and D.B. Cooper are together.
Ooh. Dan in 360 says, that's a BS story. There are no space aliens. None. Zero. I'm turning off the radio until the bottom of the hour.
Really? The whole story? Wait a minute, Dan, if you turn your radio back on again. Look up 1947, and the guy that was on the fishing boat, his dog died, and really, you're just going to, out of hand, just dismiss the whole thing?
Steve deals in
Doesn't
facts.
seem right.
No.
And Steve's a lawyer.
Yeah.
Tina in the 425 says, can't wait for UFO debate. Good thing Coast to Coast is podcast on KIRO 97.3 app. We'll be listening on Sunday.
Nice plug for the app.
There we go.
Kathy appreciates it.
It is time for the letter of the day.
This comes to us from Andrew in the 509. He wants to show some love to the other Andrew. He says, Andrew, I really liked your egg recipe today.
Thank you.
It reminds me of our 6th grade egg drop project. We had to make a contraption that would protect an egg dropped off the roof of our gym, and if it stayed intact, we won free popcorn for the rest of the year.
Yes, I did that a few times in my school days as well. Lots of fun.
Yeah,
Put a little parachute on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, or like bubble wrap. that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Sue Bell loves that.
Hey everybody, it's Sue Bell. Do you all remember that I was looking for a new scent? I stumbled on this fabulous candle. Boy smells.
That's all she wrote.
That's all she wrote. Didn't write no more.
Didn't write no more. Smells like Axe body spray. Okay, here comes Lori checking traffic. Lori.
Traffic is brought to you by the KIRO Radio Rundown. Northbound I-5 at 512, the accident has cleared. You're still going to see a little bit of slowing approaching 512. Still very heavy traffic both directions of I-5 approaching State Route 18. Not seeing any relief yet. Seattle Federal Way right now, 50 minutes. That's a 25-minute delay. Everett to Seattle, an hour, 7 minutes. If you're heading from Bellevue to Seattle, 520 will take you 2 minutes longer than usual. And I-90, 5 minutes. You're also going to be very slow heading out of Seattle to Bellevue on eastbound 90 because of those lane closures. Text newsletter to 888-973-5476 and subscribe to the daily KIRO News Radio Rundown. Get the latest news and updates from your favorite KIRO Radio News Radio shows straight to your inbox. I'm Lori, KIRO Real-Time Traffic.
Deep to right field. There it is, number 60.
He's Rick Riz, the voice of the Mariners for 40 years. And every Thursday morning at 7:15, it's the Rick Riz Show with Seattle's Morning News.
Winning the AL West, what this means for fans and how important this is.
My goodness, it's the first time in 24 years. Think about it. 24 years ago, Ichiro was a rookie. There's the joy behind that feeling.
Get the full conversation on the KIRO Newsradio app and at mynorthwest.com.
You still got it, but your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Sponsored by Pfizer.
How can you free your team from time-consuming office tasks? Amazon Business. Smart business buying tools enable buyers to find and purchase items fast so they can focus on strategy and growth. Free up your teams and focus on your future. Learn more at amazonbusiness.com.
What was that? That is business phone bliss with the Ooma Cloud phone system. It handles all our voice, video, and messaging needs.
You sound very...
Calm? I am. Ooma has everything I need to run my business more efficiently, like virtual receptionist, call routing, and video conferencing. And it starts at just $19.95 per month per user, plus taxes and fees.
Ooma.
Nice. Find your business comm at ooma.com/radio.
Here in the Pacific Northwest, windows can be one of the best investments you can make to add value to your home. At Dunn Lumber, we have designated Milgard window specialists who've been trained by Milgard to best serve your needs. If you need help finding the right windows for your home, come by one of our 4 Dunn Lumber window showrooms. Or reach out to me personally, Mike Dunn at DunnLumber.com.
Dunn Lumber, building success together.
The team that gave me back my full head of hair, Advanced Hair, is once again the winner of the 425 Business of the Year. Dr. Parango and his world-class team begin regrowing your own natural hair the very next day. And Advanced Hair guarantees your new hair will grow, just like they did for me. Find out why Advanced Hair is the best of the best. With your free consultation, you'll receive $250 off and 250 free hair grafts. 425-449-8185 or advancedhair.com.
Did you know in Washington State, you can see a physical therapist without a referral from your doctor? That's right. Thanks to Direct Access, you can skip the wait and get the care you need right away. Shannon O'Kelly, how has Direct Access changed the game?
Direct Access for us, Brock, is a game changer. Why? Is because there is so much research and data out there that says if you get in early when you have a musculoskeletal problem or an injury, the earlier you get in and we can start care, the better outcomes and the decreased downstream cost, okay? So it's so important. Our providers are all doctors of physical therapy. They're all trained to identify situations and problems. They've got the skill, they've got the talent, they've got the knowledge. If you get in and start therapy early, we're going to get you back to activity, pain-free, and moving and having fun.
Fast, easy, effective. Direct Access is your path to better movement, starting with a single step. Visit irgpt.com to schedule your appointment today. irgpt.com.
Welcome to this week's Puget Sound Express Whale Report. September is a magical month for whale watching, according to the team at Puget Sound Express. This is the time of year when many whale watching cruises see a combination of Bigg's killer whales and humpback whales on the same trip. Last week, PSE Tours spotted 10 different orca families, and humpbacks are busy feeding in September and October before resuming their Pacific Ocean migrations. It's a terrific time to get on the water and see marine wildlife. Family-run Puget Sound Express offers daily guaranteed whale-watching tours departing from Edmonds. These half-day tours are Seattle's most popular and well-reviewed whale tours. Puget Sound Express also offers tours out of beautiful Port Townsend and Port Angeles on the Olympic Peninsula. Don't miss out on your chance to see whales in the wild. Family-run Puget Sound Express guarantees you'll see whales or your next trip is absolutely free. Book online at PugetSoundExpress.com.
It's G. Scott. School's back, and it's time to rally for the campaign to keep kids healthy. Donate at Safeway checkout to help families afford fresh fruits and veggies. With SNAP Produce Match, every dollar goes twice as far. Learn more at your neighborhood Safeway.
Your best source for local news. KIRO News Radio.